Honored to have from the FBI, Laura Eimiller. Oh, Laura, thanks for joining us today. What's the latest and what happened with this guy today in court?
Thank you for covering it. Yes, so Mr. Hovell was detained, so he's being held without bond, and that was an order by U.S. Magistrate Judge Alicia Rosenberg. And so he will remain in federal custody. The next court date scheduled is an arraignment, which is scheduled for Monday, December 29th at 11:30 a.m. And that will be at the Roy Ball Federal Building downtown.
All right, so have there been any additional charges that were filed today, is this it?
Well, he was charged in a criminal complaint, which is a probable cause charging document. And then typically, in the federal system, prosecutors will go to grand jury and attempt to obtain an indictment. So I don't want to get ahead of us, but that's typically how it works. So right now he is charged with, as you pointed out, the malicious damage of federal property, attempted malicious damage of federal property. And so he potentially could face additional charges as the investigation goes on, but that's what he's charged with right now.
And so when he set his apartment on fire, LAPD said there was a collaboration here with LAPD on this. Is that true?
That's right. So when the fire was called in, that was actually, the fire department responded to that as they normally would. We didn't get involved until the incident down at the federal building where he was throwing these incendiary devices. And so, yes, fire department responded to the fire, and then LAPD also responded downtown at the location where the incident occurred, as well as ATF was there, Federal Protective Service was there, HSI assisted us, but the investigation is currently being led by the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force.
Now, being that the case, and of course what this defendant told the police when he was arrested that this was a terrorist attack, this may be conjecture here, but is he tied in with a network, with a terrorist network like the Muslim Brotherhood or Antifa or any of these other organizations that have been designated by President Trump as a terrorist organization?
He's not charged in connection with any kind of conspiracy or the evidence doesn't show to this point that he's connected to any group or acting on behalf of any group, but clearly, as we pointed out, we believe that he was motivated by anti-immigration enforcement sentiment.
Do you have any information on where his apartment was located? I know they said Koreatown, but do you have the exact location by any chance?
Yeah, I'm going to decline
Copy.
to give that on
Okay,
here.
copy.
Yeah.
And so LAPD came in. They obviously they helped make the connection here with the apartment fire. Is that true?
Well, again, we responded to the incident that happened downtown where the Molotov cocktails were being thrown at the federal building. Obviously, that potentially constitutes a federal crime. So we were contacted. We responded to that, and then we had to work through the morning to figure out who this person was, identify him, and then once we realized who he was and his address, we realized that there had been a fire that morning, which is currently under investigation by the fire department. And so that's when the connection was made. So there were multiple agencies, as you can imagine, two separate incidents. One typically would be handled by local authorities, one by federal authorities, and so we had to collaborate, which is the beauty of the Joint Terrorism Task Force, and put the pieces together until we determined who he was.
All right, well, the good news, he's not getting out on bond. He's held without bond. This is very good and excellent work by the FBI. Laura Eimiller, thanks for joining us today on Breaking News Los Angeles. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. Take care. All right, there you have it. Laura Eimiller from the FBI. She